To just tackle my tiny drawings that I never finished. Okay, so I was like, I'm gonna do that right now earlier today because I've been just only doing um, my Kirby books, so I want to tackle my tiny drawings. So these are the tiniest right here. These are a little bit bigger. So I mean tiny ones. These are a little bit bigger. So I'm gonna put these back here and tackle these little tiny ones. Yep. So I got these new metallic um, paints right here from Michaels the other day. So I got pink, gold, blue, silver, purple, and this green. So I'm going to use these to put some color on my little tiny drawings. So I'm going to fill up the tray. All right, so let me put this right here. I did a little blue. We're going to do a little pink because we love pink. Going to do a little purple, green, and it comes out really easy. And we're going to do silver and gold. Silver and gold. Silver and gold. Hold on, come out. There you go. There you go. It looks so pretty. Okay. So I got some tiny brushes. Since they're tiny pictures, I'm gonna get out some tiny brushes. So here are my tiny brushes for my tiny pictures. Okay, I'm gonna do this first because I just didn't think that I really finished tackling him. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish tackling him because I didn't do a background for him. I didn't do him. I didn't do nothing. So I was wetting the brush at first, but I'm gonna try not wetting the brush because um, I think that would be better because too much water is going to mess it up, I think, because I already tested this out on another big drawing that I had so that I could see how it works, and I kept dipping it in the water, and I think that it's better without water. Yep, it is. So I decided not to wet my brush. All right, so I'm going to continue to paint the little hat. All right, so yeah, the picture that I put the color on already and let it dry, it set in so beautifully. And I was like, I got to use this on my tiny drawings. I got to. Because it will give the little tiny drawings a little pop of sheen coloring on the page and everything. And I really miss using my paint products, even though I just got this one. So I just got this one, right? But it's really super duper nice. Now I'm going to see how well it stands up to uh, dry time, like this right here in the paint pan that I have it in, because I don't know if it's going to dry up quick or anything like that, but I don't think it is because it's really kind of loose. So since it's kind of loose, I don't have to worry about that. Okay, so now I'm going to clean this brush and let it dry up some. Dry this water out of it. On my towel right here, I have a, oh, hold on. I have a towel right here that I'm laying the brushes on. So I just put that in frame a little bit. All right, so I'm going to get another brush and put this green on his shirt. I should have laid a piece of paper on the back so it won't get on my desk. I got something. I have something that I'm not using, so let me get that out so that I can have a backing on the, let's see. I'm gonna use, ooh, I just touched the whole front of the card. All right, so let me put this on here. All right, got a tight situation over here. All right, so I loosened the situation up. Now I don't have to worry about my brush sliding off the little picture and onto the paper. That was my goal, to not have that happen. Okay, and I don't know if I can mix colors. Let me see. I'm gonna put a little gold on the tip. See what happens. Okay, it's painting gold. I was wondering if I could put this on his face for it to be like his color for his face, but I'll probably use something totally different for the face, so we're not gonna do that. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to tackle another small picture. Let's tackle her, and let's see what, or is this a he? No, it's a her. Okay. I'm gonna tackle this one, see how I'm going to do this one. Yeah, these paints are very loose. I'm glad I picked them up. They were only $1 and some change at Michael's. And my page can have a little color to it, like sheen, like sparkle, sparkle. So I'm going to have to get some more colors now that I see that I do like them. Because sometimes if you don't want your picture to look flat, like with flat colors, matte colors, should I say, matte colors. This is for artists that like to paint, that is, if you want to use paint. You can get these and you can have a little sheen to your things. Now, she has a belt on, so I had to color her belt. So let me see about this belt. You know what? I'm going to get a paper towel because I can wipe this off instead of wetting it in the water. Because I want to see how that goes. Because I don't want to wet the, I got a paper towel. I don't want to wet the brush. So I'm going to just get some of this pink for her belt. I think I want to make her shoes. I'm gonna make this part down here pink, and the top part of the shoe could be. I don't have black. It's okay. I could use something else to do that part with, but as long as I get this on here, it's all good. All right, next I'm going to do her pom-poms, her ponytails and everything. I just really think this gold would look good on here. And the good thing about this, it does not cover up your line work. I found that out too when I was practicing with it, that your line work will still be there. First I thought it was because I was dipping my brush in the water, but that's not the case, y'all. I'm not dipping this brush in no water, and her line work is still there. Okay, just touching up the edges a little bit. And she's looking really cute. I have some skin tone markers I'm going to do their faces with. And I don't have to worry about that part. And now I'm going to do a little purple in the center of her belt. Just keep this theme rolling here. All right. So I'll probably do her, let me see, I can do the center of the buckle on the shoe with this. And I could do the rim of the purse. All right, now I can sit her to the side. I'm so glad that I'm doing all of my little drawings, putting some color on them finally, because they sat to the side for so long, and I just was like, this ain't gonna work. I'm gonna have to. I don't have red to color this or orange, so I'm gonna save that because that's like a fruit. Let me see what else. I got flowers. Let's do these flowers. So what color I have on the brush? Purple or pink? Purple. Let's do some more purple. This is darn near better than watercolor, I'm telling you. I mean, it has a little sheen and everything, but it's cool. I like it. So I wonder how it would do a background in your coloring book. Yes, and it'll have a little sheen to it. Some sparkle, sparkle, right? And if I'm not mistaken, if you go over the color after it dries, it will intensify the color a little bit more. And I shall see, as long as I keep using it and practicing with my supplies, the more I'll know what each and every one of them will do. Thank you, Linda. How you doing? Working and listening. I got myself some new paint when I went to Michael's, and I'm just using it. I don't know if you were here for the beginning when I first started this live, but I showed the paint already. So I was like, I'm going to use this on my drawings that I never colored, that really was in dire need of some color over here. I finished my coloring page for Bubbles giveaway. I posted that earlier today, and I'm going to post the Kirby page that I was working on, the Pinocchio page, and because I finished that one too, so I have to post that one. Then I can move on to whatever else. But this is something I really needed to do because I did not color none of this at first. I was like, I just drew all this stuff, right? But I didn't color a thing. I was like, oh, you drew all these little tiny drawings and you didn't color any of it. Go figure, Mary. Okay? So now I'm just tackling everything. All right, that's the next one. And they are sparkling up a storm over here. They are shining up. I think I want to put some more color on his shirt because it's a little streak. So let's see if I can get rid of the streak while I got the green on here. All right, that smoothed out his shirt, and I'm glad I waited until it dried to add some more color. All right, so next, let's do a cup. All right. Oh, I don't have this in red. Let me see what I have in red. No, I got something in red. Even if it's my, even if it's my old watercolor things that I already have, I need some red. Let me see if I have red and sparkle red. Nope, I just have regular red in this one. I was looking in this one, but this a no. Oh, so I have these little tiny ones. Let me see if there's a red in here. Nope, there's no red in here, but this is sparkly watercolor too, so I'm gonna leave that out. And this one is the vintage one, and it's not red, but it's not red. I'm not even gonna say I'm gonna use that because it's not red. So I'm not gonna use this one. Okay. They have red in here, but no sparkle. But I'm gonna go ahead and use this set, okay? Because I'm not gonna go to the drawer a million times to pull out a lot of things. No. Okay. All right. So I know I'm gonna use this one some. And let's see. All right, back to the cup. now since I'm using real watercolor, the brush is going to have to be wet for the hearts. And here's some hearts on this too. So let's just put this on there with this. What else? That's not hearts. So we can just leave those over there. We can work on these two at one time for the hearts. Okay. Okay, and maybe I can make the cup one of the, with the shimmery color. Oh, Linda, by the way, I saw all the job posting videos that you were um, showing me. And I don't know if you watched my video about me saying that I work for Live Ops 2 times and I do not like Live Ops. Um, and the other lady, you have to have a bachelor's degree, I think she said, at least a bachelor's degree. And I was a hairstylist for the majority of my life, so I didn't go to college to get any type of degree. So I was like, well, can't do that job either. But thank you so much for thinking about me. And I don't know if Live Ops will let me back in because I was like, I am done. I quit. And it all depends on what they're selling, what they're promoting. They're always doing healthcare things right now, probably right now too. And it's like they was, when you could tell that somebody's scamming somebody. I was like, I don't like this. It was like they was trying to pressure them into upselling them to get things that they didn't ask for, and I was like, and they wanted us to do it rather. And I was like, I don't feel like talking to these people about all this stuff. It's like sales, 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 a sales job. I don't want no sales job. I don't want to upsell nothing. I had to let my stand down for it to be this low because these were smaller drawings. And I was like, just let your camera down and go for what you know. Taylor was telling me that, there's a lady on YouTube, I forgot the lady's name that she said, that she entered quite a few pictures for Bubbles giveaway already, and I don't think I'm gonna be doing that, like bum rushing it, like, oh, I got to do another one so I can have a chance to win. I just wanted to just participate. That's all. So I'm not gonna do a whole lot of woo 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 and stuff like that just to be doing it. All right, so now back to the cup. Should I make this cup blue, the shiny blue like his hat? Oh, that's too much shiny blue. Let's do I did green. I didn't do the silver or the all gold. Her hair is gold. Silver cup. I don't know about that. So let me see what's over here in this watercolor set. All right, so in the watercolor set, I have things. It's a different color blue. I'm going to use this different color. It's a different shade of blue. I still want it to be blue. The cup to be blue. All right. Now that's going pretty smoothly there. It's the only thing I hate about watercolor. You have to constantly dip the brush. Constantly dip, 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 dip. Right? And because for one, if you're not going to be constantly spraying your paint to keep it damp for yourself, I wasn't planning on using this first of all, so I wasn't prepared to have something over my desk to be spraying it. So uh, it's just got to do what it got to do now. But I wish I had more colors and metallic. I mean, not metallic. What is this? So this is what I bought. Yeah, it is metallic. The metallic acrylic paint right here, dazzling. But it's not. It's not thick acrylics for one thing. It moves sort of like watercolor. So I like that it's loose, but it's not drying out. You see this? It's not drying out at all, and that's a plus too. It's not drying at all in the paint dish that I have over here. All right, the cup is coming along. I think I'm gonna give it a darker blue handle. Let me see if we have a darker blue over here. Um, I can't even tell what's a dark blue over here at all because they're so. That's probably in the green family. This is the purple. Maybe this is. Yeah, this is. Knew it was somewhere. Dab that a little bit. I still remember when I drew all of these little things, and I was like, "Oh, I'm letting too much time go by before I color them." And I started doing all these other things and put my creative drawing and stuff to the side. So I was like, get back over there and finish up your artsy stuff that you were doing for yourself." So here I am, back over here, trying to do this by completing these drawings. Because I also can make little stickers out of all of this. Just put the color on everything, set it up for on a piece of paper, and take a picture of everything. We'll put it on my computer and scan it to file it in, make some stickers out of everything. So I want everything to look nice for one. All right, that was a lot. All right, that was more than I wanted to do, but nevertheless, I did do it. So I did finish that part. Oh, I didn't even do these little red hearts at the bottom of this. Duh. I ain't even see those. So let me do these little red hearts at the bottom of this picture. Dab some water off of there. I was trying to do this before 2 o'clock, and Ivy and Taylor are going live. So I was like, let me color on some of this before they go live. All right, now we're back over here. So this background on this one, I think I am going to use, no, I need a bigger brush. That's pointy too. Just this part back here. I'm going to use the gold. Okay, let's use the gold. I'm just going to do this because I want the whole thing to be gold. Uh, it doesn't cover up the lines, so you have to go carefully around the edges of the card here, the little picture, and make sure the paint is laying down flat with no lumps in it either. I'm going to do as much as I can right now because I'm going to have to let it dry. I got a little gold on one of these hearts, so I'm going to have to fix that too. Let me just do this big wide piece instead of trying to go around. I'm thinking I'm going to use the smaller brush to go around the hearts instead of trying to use this fat brush. I just wanted this for the majority of the background part. I'm going to paint down where my hand is. Okay, so I'm going to put this down and get one of these small brushes to go around these corners. Okay. Yeah, this is working out better. To go around the hearts, use this small brush to do this. This is so blingy, y'all. It's almost hurting my eyeballs, okay? So shiny. I don't know what it looks like to y'all. Can y'all see the shine on it? Oh, hey, Taylor. I decided to color all my little drawings before you and Ivy go live. Okay, I can't color this part because I have to let that dry. Some gold flicked onto my card over here. I'm like, ooh, can I cover that up? Or I might have to use one of my acrylic paint pens or something to do this background with, because I don't have to use all of this for every single thing that I'm doing. But it sure was nice and fun to use it today. So what do you mean you're not sure? You're not sure of what? If you two are going live at 2 o'clock? Thought that was the plan, girl. Thought that was the plan. Oh, and let me know if you get your package today. Oh, you said no if you could see the bling. Oh, hi, Annie. Hi, how are you doing? Okay, I'm reading the. Oh, you can see the bling. Oh, yeah. I was like, oh, okay. All right. I didn't know exactly what you was talking about at first. Okay, so now I know what you're talking about. You can see the bling on the page. Yes. Yeah, this little metallic paint is something else. I was like, oh, I really like it. I was like, at least my little drawings could be blingy or something, shiny instead of the matte look because they were so small. Okay, Annie. Thanks for stopping by for a few minutes because I know everybody has things to do. And I've been back outside to the store. So I already did some things. I vacuumed my carpet today. I didn't do the carpet cleaning, but I did do the vacuuming. Took out some trash, ate me some food. I didn't post no food picture today, but I did eat some food. And I was like, yeah, because I had to post my contest picture for Bubbles first. And then I'm going to post my Kirby page that I finished, the Pinocchio page. All right, so I'm going to let that one dry some. All right, so I put some color on 6 of them. Gotta let some stuff dry because this is paint. And I don't know if I'm going. I don't know if I'm going to paint this one. It seems like it's not finished. So I'm gonna put you to the side. Uh, this is definitely finished. Right here, it is definitely finished. So I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do about that one. All right, all right. I still got paint on this brush. I don't know why. Oh, Taylor, you know those little brushes I told you I got from Michaels. They were definitely trash, girl. Definitely. But there are some little sponges in there, so I still had to use my real brushes to do my painting with right now. And I was like, this is trash. I can't even. Yep, I finished it. And it looks marvelous, okay? Marvelous. I'm gonna use this pink on this heart right here. I took a picture, but I didn't post it yet because I didn't want to post it too quick behind the other one that I just posted for Bubbles. So I was like, I'll do that one later. Then I had other pages with the tag on it. So I'm gonna start on another Kirby page. And I might just uh put the post-it note on there for the unfinished page first for Bubbles next. I mean for my next picture for that. But I really wasn't trying to just keep doing a bunch of those specifically for the contest. I want to color in some of my other books, tell you the truth. I do. I want to color in some of the other books. And if I do that, that would be great. Okay, so everything on here, I'm gonna bling out the straw. Everything on here, I do not want it to be with this paint because I'm gonna use my paint pens. But if everything could, like the straw structure with these lines could have the same exact color on it, I'm gonna do that. So, oh, and this is one thing too, Taylor. My daughter didn't want nothing last night. Nothing. And had me get off. I was not ready to get off. All she wanted me to do was look at my granddaughter's hair. She said, I just want to show you how I fix her hair for school tomorrow. I was like, what? And then I said, you bumped me off my live. Then she said, yeah, well, you can go back to your live. No, I cannot go back to my live. I'm not getting back on to go back to the live. It was funny though, but I was like, she kept on trying to get off the phone. I said, you staying on this phone. You bumped me off my live. I called you back, and all you want to do is show me her hair. And girl, so she stayed on for a little bit, but she was getting sleepy because she had to go to work tomorrow. I mean, she worked remote from home, but she had to work. And so I was like, oh, okay, okay, okay. Like, don't be just calling me and then be like, oh, that's all I had wanted. And then you want to get right off the phone after you mess my life up. You messed my life up. And now you just want to float on with yours. Like, do 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 do. Okay, whatever's. I only wanted to show you her hair and I'm gone now. No, you ain't just gone. You better get back here. Get right on back here. Okay? All right, my little drawings are finally getting some color on them. Can't believe I let y'all sit for so long. Okay, this goes. How does this go? Yeah, this goes this way. All right, time to get some markers out. Okay, because even though I do like how this is putting the colors on my page and stuff, but this is slow moving. So y'all know markers go fast. I'm so glad I did my nails. I was like, ooh, chat. I'm gonna use these metallic ones since my theme on these pictures is metallic anyway. Just gonna use all metallic ones, and I'm gonna move this paint stuff brushes out of the way. Oh, y'all did? Oh, okay. So how long did y'all stay up? How long did y'all stay up? That's what I want to know. Were you guys up late? Yeah, I was so frustrated with the phone call that I was like, I'm done. So I went to bed. I was like, I'm just going to go to bed. And we ain't going to talk about this no more tonight, okay? So what was she doing last night? What's her name? Bellini? Bellatini's art? What was she doing? She was. So she was up ordering stuff off of Amazon, okay, and you stayed up for another hour and y'all was just coloring and talking. Oh, and flipping the Fragile World book, okay, that she ordered. Okay. All right. Well, that's cool. Now, this is the thing about these 2D arts. Like the watercolor, this gold metallic color is watered down, I think, because of the metallic that they had to put in here. They couldn't make it super thick because it wouldn't have moved fluidly. Now, if I put this 2D art around the edge of this flower, it's going to take away the lines. And if I use this, it won't take away the lines. So I'm not going to use this. I'm going to get my little brush out again and dip some of this paint from back here in the tray back here and do these little lines around here. See, that's what you mean by figuring out how to use each of your products that you have so you'll know what each one is going to do. Because definitely the Thule arts would have took away the line work, okay? And I would have been really, really angry at myself for letting that happen when I found out already that that's what it's going to do. All right, see, you can still see my line work, and I got some gold on there. Got some gold on there. Got some gold on there. Okay, so, all right, so that's something I wanted to continue to use the line. I mean, make sure my line work was still showing. So I'm going to get this green right here. I don't know if it's good to have these markers laying down flat in that little case that I have. I think these would be better facing down this way instead of like this way. All right, see you later, Taylor. I know y'all have to be ready for your show and what you're gonna do. All right, that's nice. All right, see you later, Annie. Bye. Thanks for stopping by, you guys. Okay, so now the mug itself, I think I'll just go ahead and color it with this color. It looks good, the combo for the straw anyway. So why not continue this lovely blue color here to tie everything in together. It's pretty nice. So now I have to go around these perfectly round dots I made earlier. I put some more Juilliard markers in my cart and I'm just going to buy them slowly though. I really love these markers. I love them to death. These are acrylic paint pens rather. They're not markers, you know. Acrylic paint pens. That's what they are. So I have plenty of more um, pastel. Well, I don't have any pastel, so I got a set of pastel ones in my cart, and I want to get those. And I don't know. I'm trying to make up my mind where I'm going to order my next items from, be it coloring supplies or just something else. Um, do I need either one right away from both sources? No, but I do want to get something. One of the things to have one thing and then I won't have to worry about that thing when I order the next thing. All right, so I did that. That is really great there. Now, let's see. Do I have this color on there? I don't think I had this color on there. I have to do the inside of this cup. I don't have this color on there either. I'm gonna have to make this better. But it goes, it's in the same color family. You know, with all your markers scattered all across your desk, and you're like, did I pick that one up? Nope. Did I pick that one up? Nope. And then you get a little mixed up. Okay, that turned out really cool. Love it. Okay. I'm gonna try to go ahead and do the bottom of this so this can dry. I think I had a big brush. What is this? I don't like that one. So I'm gonna get this big brush to just handle it all at once. Yep, that's better. Okay, turn it this way and do this over here a little bit more. I'm going to have to flatten this out because this is done with paint and it's a wet medium, and I'm going to have to make sure I smooth all the paint out on it, and plus I'm going to have to flatten it in between some books or something. All right, so I'm going to get that and put that over there. Because the more I paint it, the more I love it. Yep. All right, so this looks unfinished. She looks like she's full to do some more gold coloring on it, and I can put some more color, excuse me, on this. All right, so I got some green colors. I don't know which green for this straw, but the straw is basically like the other straw, you know. I can two-tone the straw. Oops. Now that's bigger because I made a mistake. I was going too fast. All right. So let me see. Where's the other cup? The other cup does have a round hole at the top. We just make a little hole up there. And then I'm gonna put gold with this one. This one is already going, so we're gonna do these little circles in the middle gold. And this one didn't have that many circles, so I'm gonna give it a few more. Seemed like it was empty for some reason. Being empty for some reason is not good. All right, so I'm gonna two-tone the straw with the gold. And I can go up on the other color a little more to straighten that up. All right, so that's the tip of the card. Okay, so now the inside of the, I can't do this the inside gold because if I do the inside gold, it's going to mesh with the gold. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see what I'm saying. Because this is actually paint. So I'm trying to see if I should go ahead and paint that inside the same color green. Yeah, why don't I do that? Y'all see how this water, when you have water, and this brush is making me sick too. When you have water on this brush with this metallic paint that I got from Michaels, it just turns into watercolor paint on you instantly. It's just a level of watercolor paint. And it's running away from me. It's just going all over the place. But I do like that this paint does not cover the lines. Just put a little more color on it too, because it was looking a little streaky. I was thinking about junk journaling, and I could use these in there if I didn't want to make them into stick. I can still make them into stickers, but I wanted to see. I don't think I'll keep up with junk journaling. That's the only thing about junk journaling. I will not keep up with that. And so that's why I chose not to do it. Because I know that I will not keep up with doing it. I need to dry my brushes off so when they do I have to get some special markers out for skin tone for this, skin tone for this. I have to finish this. I haven't started on this. I'm basically done with that. I do want to put a little more gold on. I do want to put a little more gold on this one, and it's curving up. I'm gonna have to flatten it out. This one, I might use this on the purple flowers. This turned out marvelous so far. This is the best one so far. And this one seems empty, so I'm gonna have to draw some stuff around on the border and put some color on that. Look at all the homework I have to do on tiny drawings. I just have to do too much. I have to do a lot of homework. So it's not like easy peasy, 1, 2, 3, you done, like boom, 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 you done, right? So that ain't how it go. I'm gonna try to use my Toolyart medium acrylic paint pens. This is the medium tip on here, and let me see if there's a red in here. That looks like more pinks in this case. Okay, what about this one? This one isn't. Oh, it's not. It's no better. Okay, this is supposed to be in the red set. Okay, this is supposed to be in a set of reds, but I don't know. Maybe it'll come out red. I think maybe it'll show up red. Like, look at these art supplies, y'all. Art supplies be tricking you. Okay, they trick you. All right, let me see which one of these is red. None of this look like it's going to be red. And this is not red like this, of course. These are not going to be red like that. We're going to try this one because this is the Pro Red set. And it has red, pink, orange. It has... See, this is the nib on this one. Okay, so this is a medium nib. Shake well before use. Okay. I'm not doing him or her. I'm trying to do this one. And I might make her both red. I want to make these flowers red if I can. It's kind of bright, sunshiny red. Super bright red. Gets rid of your line work, so you have to, and it's not the pointy nib, so you have to go a little slower to make sure you don't really cover up lines. I did it. All right, let me do her bow. Now with her bow, I do want it to cover up this line where I did the circumference of her head, so I'm not worried about this bow getting covering up the line, because this line needs to be covered up. And this side over here. And that's the beauty of these, they will cover up some stuff if you want it covered up. But this is on basically uh the only reason I would use these because of that reason. So let's do her buttons down here. All right. Boom. So that's that. Yeah, I did that. Did that. All right, got both of those rolling. Get some green on here. Oh, it don't look like I pumped this green. Pumping the green, y'all. This, look at all these markers in my way. This how your desk be, huh, Linda? Messy desk. This how you have messy desks, huh? All right. I don't mind this because it's letting me know that you got your stuff out. You using your stuff. So as long as I'm using my stuff, it's all good. And messing up my desk too, y'all. I've been getting paint on my desk. Good thing I laminated this board. Even though I laminated this board, right? You cannot, I repeat, you cannot go back and peel this laminating paper off this board that I made. You cannot do that because if you do, what's going to happen is you're going to peel a layer of the board off. I did spray my board, so I don't know how good that's going to be. But y'all know how I am. I just make another board. I ain't got no time for this. And I don't have to be like, oh, I got to do this like this. Because I don't, okay? Because I can just draw myself something else. That's what I said. I can draw myself something else. Because that's how I get down over here. I draw, I color, I create, I do all types of things. So let's move it right along. Okay. All right, her dress, her tutu dress, her bum 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 dress. Okay. Yep, we doing purple and red, pink and red, whatever you want to call it, magenta and red. Boom. Okay. Woo. Okay. Now I'm going to do I'm trying to see. Is her legs out? Would that be skin tone? That's what I'm gonna make that be. I'm gonna make that be just like that. And I'm gonna do the rim of her. I can't use this chunky red in here. I just can't. It's gonna mess it up. It's gonna mess up the edges of this. So you have to go back to the drawing board and find some more markers for that. All right, so I'm gonna get some shorter marks out and see if I got a red in here. I think I do got a red in here. So let me see if it's a red in these shuttle art markers. I got so many markers, I know. Do they have the colors on here? They got numbers on here because I wrote the numbers on here. And I made the color chart and everything for this. But this is the reddest red I see up in here. This set. This is sickening. My next set of markers, I'm gonna make sure I got me a definite red. And these are the metallic ones that came with the shuttle art. So now I have a red in the Sharpie markers. It's redder than, I don't know if it's redder than this. Okay. I'm just gonna roll with it. It's okay. It's redder than I thought. It just was looking like it wasn't gonna be red. I'm like, ooh, I don't know about that. But it turned out okay, and it's not covering up lines either. Ooh, yes. All right. That was super scary because I didn't know what was going to happen, and I was just going with the flow. I'm going to play my game, and then I'm going to do an upload of me playing the game because I don't know how to do the live. I don't know how to do the live for it, so that's a no for that. No live of it, but I do want to play my game, and I think that's what I'm gonna do as far as that's concerned, and go from there because I still have to practice doing things. Like I have to practice how to use all my coloring mediums. I have to practice learning how to do several other things that I like to do. So, like I said, I do have some. I could color this, but let me see. Let me put some color on this. Okay, this can be a possibility. I have a brush on here and a fine tip, so oops, went out of line. But I'll sharpen that up with background color. And you can't go back and forth with this too much because if you wet the paper up too much, it's a done deal. It's toast, okay? So don't even try to get that back because it's gone. You know, I've been coloring for 1 hour, but it's fine. I'm used to it now because the time goes by so fast and you don't even know that you've been coloring that long. And I just want to get all this color on before I get off. Like color as much as I can before I get off. That was my whole purpose of doing this. I was going to do an upload for this too, but then I was like, just press the live button. Yep, that's how that went. Exactly how that went in my mind. Just press the live button and just make it go live. I was like, I know. Like, yeah. All right, then I want to do that base part, a darker green. Saw one in here. Okay, this one. Yeah, this one.